Hi guys, welcome to my channel Lush Gardener. I hope you guys are fine and are safe at home. So guys, today we are going to be talking about a succulent that is very underrated because it's not a very bright colored succulent like our other succulents like sedums, echeverias and graptoverias. But guys, you will be surprised that this is one of the hardiest succulent that you can have. It grows in different type of climates. It can get adjusted to high humidity. It can also work very well in cities like Kolkata, Mumbai and Chennai as well. So guys, this variety of succulent is called as Havartias. Now guys, Havartias are very underrated, as I said this earlier, because they do not come in very bright colors. They are usually in green, light green and dark green varieties, but they do come in different shapes and sizes. Now here if you look closely, you can see the design on this succulent. It kind of looks a little bit transparent. So this is the beauty of these succulents. Apart from that, these are very hardy succulents. They don't require direct sunlight. You can place them in indirect sunlight and they will grow quite well. Now coming to the roots, you can see how the roots are formed. Just like regular succulents, their roots do not run too deep in the pot. They're usually on the mid level of the soil. Now if you look over here, there is a pup that is just coming out from the stem. Now this is usually where you'll find the pups. Another best thing about Havartias guys, they tend to shoot out a lot of pups. So it's always better to grow them and let them grow to a decent size, and then you can disconnect them from the mother plant, as you can see over here. But the blooms will always come from the center of the succulent. A lot of people tend to get confused whether that's a bloom or a pup, but the blooms will always come from the center of the Havartias, and the pups will always come from the stem area, like here as you can see. And in most cases, the pup already has a rooting system, so it becomes much easier to multiply and to propagate these varieties. So guys, here I have another variety of Havartia, though it looks similar to the first one, but this is slightly different. You can see the size of the leaves are much broader compared to the first one. So this succulent also grows very quick. As you can see, the amount of pups that are growing on this succulent. Now I was almost about to drop it like a piece of cake, but now I didn't want it to separate this because as you can see, there are a lot of pups around it. It grows very quick, as I've said. Now the succulent next to it is a pup that I had let it to grow, and you can see how quick and how fast it has grown, and both look like mother plants. So guys, overall you can see the amount of pups that have been coming out of the stem. This is a very quick way to multiply Havartias because they tend to give a lot of pups. Now this is not the case with all the Havartias. Certain Havartias do multiply faster. They tend to shoot out pups much faster as compared to the other Havartias. But as you can see how well and how compact it looks right now. Now this succulent was slightly damaged because of the rainwater was continuously falling onto the leaves. So you can see leaves are slightly damaged. However, I have repotted the succulent because it was getting root bound, and also there was very less space in the pot, due to which I had to repot and also make sure that it is at a safer place in order for it to grow healthy. So guys, the next beautiful succulent that we have here is called as Zebra Havartia. You can see the leaves and the white markings on them. That's how it gets its name. Now guys, these are very hardy succulents. Also, they tend to grow quite slow compared to other Havartias. Even the pup multiplication is also quite slow. But the best part about these succulents are they are quite pest resilient because they have really thick leaves, and it becomes very difficult for the mealybugs and other insects to have a bite of these succulents because of their thick leaves. Now guys, you can see how beautiful this succulent is. It takes quite some time to grow, but this is how the succulent looks, and you can also see how the root system is. It looks perfectly healthy. This is another variety of Havartia. You can see how unrealistic and how artificial it looks. It looks almost like it's made out of plastic. Now that's the beauty of this succulent. Now as compared to our zebra Havartia, this Havartia tends to grow vertically. It grows a couple of more inches before it starts shooting out pups from the base of the stem. As you can see over here, this is where the new pups will start to emerge. And this succulent tends to grow in clusters as it starts to get matured. So this is also one of the beautiful succulent that you can add in your Havartia arrangements, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Now guys, all the Havartias or almost all the Havartias tend to like little more watering as compared to our other succulents like Echeverias, Sedums and Graptoverias. So now because they tend to like slightly moist soil, that does not mean that you're going to let them sit in soggy, wet soil. Also, as I said, that they do not like direct sunlight, so you can place them in a place where they receive bright indirect sunlight, and I'm sure they will do quite well. Here is another beautiful Havartia called as Havartia limifolia. As you can see how beautiful this succulent is, and it needed a repot because this succulent was sitting in the small pot for almost a year and a half, so I had to repot it. Now guys, as I've said this earlier as well, do not repot your succulents when the soil is wet, but unfortunately I was not getting any sunlight. The soil has been wet for a very long time, but the repotting was also important because the growth of this succulent has got stunned because of the small pot, and hence I decided that I'm going to repot it today and also show you how the root system looks like. Now here I have taken a slightly bigger pot. Let's pull out the succulent and check. Now the succulent is easy to come out because the soil is still wet. But as I said, that do not repot it when the soil is completely wet. Wait for some time and then you can repot. Now guys, here as you can see the root system, the roots have completely filled the pot, and I'm really sorry because it looks quite messy right now, but then this is how the root system looks like. Now there are certain things that I happened to notice while I was checking the root system, because as I said that the pups tend to erupt from the stem area, but because the pot was so compact, it was difficult for the pups to come out of the root system. So here when we take a look, you'll see that this root tends to look a little bit different from the other roots. When we take a closer inspection, you can see that this is actually a pup that was growing, but it was congested in between the roots because of the small pot. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly clean the root system with little water, and it will give you a clear idea. I will also repot the Havartia and show you how to place the pup above the soil once you have noticed that there is a pup in this root system. So now I have gone ahead and repotted the Havartia in a slightly bigger pot. This will give the roots some more space to grow as well as for the Havartia. And talking about those pups that were entangled between the roots and were finding it difficult to grow, I have slightly moved it above the surface of the soil. Now guys, I have not disconnected the pup from the mother plant. It is still attached to the roots. Because it's quite small, and if I happen to disconnect it might dry up, so I'm just leaving it as it is. Now guys, as I've said that Havartias tend to grow very slow, so this pup will also tend to take some time to grow, so I do not expect it to grow fast. So I'm going to let it sit over here for some time and then let's see how the progress goes. So guys, this is how the succulent has been repotted. And as I said that the soil was still wet, so I haven't groomed the succulent. I have not pulled out any dry leaves from the Havartia. Now guys, here are some pups that I had separated from a mother plant. As I've said this earlier as well, always wait for the pup to reach to a decent size, because once they reach a decent size, when they're still with their mother plant, they will eventually have independent roots. Now when a pup has independent roots, guys, it'll make your life easy. You can go ahead and individually repot them in separate pots because they are already with roots and they are quite healthy. So just have some patience. Do not pull out the pups when they're very tiny because they won't have the roots and it will take some time. In fact, it will be very difficult for them to root if they're separated from the mother plant when they're very tiny. So just have some patience, wait for the pup to reach to a decent size. I'm sure they'll have such healthy leaves and healthy roots as well. And then you can separate them and pot them in individual pots. Now guys, apart from separating the pups from the mother leaf, you can even propagate Havartias by leaves. Now here one leaf was accidentally broken during the repotting of the Havartia, and you can see how the pup has emerged from the leaf. Now guys, this method is also possible, but I would always suggest you to go with a pup separation because the leaf propagation would take a lot of time. As you can see, this has been around a month that the progress started. However, there are no roots yet, so it's on a very tricky situation. So the best way to propagate Havartias, in my opinion, would be by separating the pups from the mother plant, because in this way you'll have an individual succulent with its individual roots. Now guys, as I've said, Havartias do not like direct sunlight, and if you have placed your Havartia under direct sunlight, here is the things that you're going to notice. Your Havartia will start changing the color to dark brown or to chocolate brown, though the Havartia looks very pretty, but it is not healthy. Now once I moved the succulent to a shaded place where it was receiving indirect sunlight, you can see how it's recovering back to its original color. Now this is an image of Havartia blooming. You can see there is a long bloom stick, and the bloom stick usually emerges from the center part of the Havartia. So guys, I hope that this video on Havartias was helpful to you. If it was, please consider subscribing to my channel. Until then, take care, stay safe, bye bye.